clear about what they found here. This is the way these circles are excavated into quadrants, and normally there is a chamber in the center of this circle, but we don't know whether it was exposed or not. So that is the kind of evidence that we have about the megalithic, which is abundant. And post-megalithic phase, we enter into what we call early historic time period. But an additional evidence, which was also documented and not our own discovery, it was discovered by archaeologists in GOA, and we visited them, and they have a symbolic meaning. They are not art for art's sake, and to execute this kind of a human figure on a hard lateritic surface, it requires considerable, ability to cut through incised deep, so that they are deep enough that the weathering of the laterite will not efface the whole thing. And what we have is these human forms, and this kind of human form in this lateritic bed is not unique to Goa region. They are also found in coastal Karnataka, and then Konkan, as we all know, very, very popular now, and they are now demanding World Heritage status and so on. So this entire coastal belt, Konkan to Goa to Canada, in the last couple of months, some of our students only reported this kind of geoglyphs in Karwar, coastal Karwar and so on. So this is a hermaphrodite. If you look at it very carefully, it has both male and female genitalia. We call it hermaphrodite, and these are fertility. And we are beginning to look at these symbolic features as fertility, aspect of fertility cult prevailing amongst these people. So fertility practices become very commonplace in amongst our ancient societies if they had to make sure that the landscape is productive, ensure that there is a consistent productivity of their subsistence requirements and so on. So we have these similar distributed across. There are many more I know. I would like to visit them as well. And then in addition to that, we have these animal engravings, geoglyphs associated with these human figures and so on. Some of them, they are stags, they are dogs, they are bulls. And bull is a very peculiar animal, which is a male fertility symbol amongst these early agricultural communities. We see this right from Southwest Asia to the Neolithic and Iron Age of various parts of South India. And bull is male fertility, and then we have the female, Venus in the form of terracotta figurines in other parts of subcontinent. But perhaps the ones I showed you, they are the female divinities associated with the fertility cult and so on. This is a typical Jebu humped bull, and they are frequently seen in the context of megalithic and Neolithic sites across the Indian subcontinent. The suspected dog engraving, and this labyrinth is very, very common. So this is much more symbolic